So the second eliminator about to begin. All monsters will take on Rise and Raise 11. You can also call this a semi-final.
So the
because
match
winner
about to
will take on. The winner will take on Mumbai Monarchs in the final on Monday, 22nd.
two very good batting units, fielding units, and obviously the bowling has been tremendous from both the sides. So what a match we're about to witness. As I said earlier, with the way Rise and Raise have played, I have become a fan of theirs. Fantastic unit. And all monsters have over and over again proved what a champion side they are. They have Deepak at the top with the maximum runs on the board. With 10 wickets. So there have been tremendous effort by both the batting side of all monsters as well as the bowling. So this is a great match that you're going to witness. All monsters have got another chance to get through to the finals. We also have Rise and Raise who've played exceptional cricket. So both the teams deserve to be here. And we'll see a better team going forward to play Mumbai Monarch on Monday for the big finals.
Absolutely, Akibhai. And these are the type of matches which create more emotions than a final could.
That's a big drop. You don't want to give a chance to Sandeep. You've seen what these gentlemen are capable of doing. Anas is a great fielder and he's dropped a sitter. So this is going to be a cracker of a match, Sohail.
Absolutely, Akibhai. And Rise and Raise have proved themselves again and again and again with young, energetic and sensible cricket players. So, seasonal players like Deepal pitting their might against fresh, energetic and sensible cricket playing team like Rise and Raise. This is going to be a good, rather should I say, amazing match of cricket to watch out for.
Look, I think even, I love the way Sheem Spartans played. Sagar was tremendous for his side. And here you tried to be a hero. It would have been a big wicket of Deepal. Had he just taken it with both his hands, not tried to be the hero and take it in one hand, Bhavik has made a huge mistake by dropping Deepal. You don't want to give a chance to someone like him.
Deepal, Deepu, these guys are a tough nut to crack in every match and a big wicket for all of them. And with a player of Bhavik's caliber, I didn't expect him to do this kind of a...
Well, you should always, we always talk, Karan and myself have been talking about this on a regular basis. You need to do the basics right.
Absolutely.
And, it is just the first over. You can imagine the kind of pressure all monsters would have been under had they got that wicket, had Rise and Raise got that wicket. So it's a huge life and you don't want to do that to somebody like a Deepal. He's too class a player. He's going to punish you with it. Look at that.
Akibhai, the minute you start experimenting and trying to go out of your comfort zone at such a crucial juncture, if it works for you, it's good. If it doesn't, then it's a tremendous amount of punishment for you.
You didn't need to do that. That was a big wicket. Imagine the scoreboard would have read 3 runs, 1 wicket for 1 over.
And that is the kind of a score none of the team members nor the team owners would like to see at the beginning of the first over.
Absolutely. So let's see what kind of a punishment Deepal is going to met out to. Come on. Anas bowled really well. I think that was an exceptional over.
I second that, Akibhai. Let's see if Richie can do some magic, or has all monsters done their homework well and know the weak spots and the weak links.
Well ball. No. That was a wide. You need to collect the ball cleanly to throw it and try and throw it as fast and to the keeper or to the bowling side, whichever end you're trying to get a run out. Well done. What a ball. What a turn. People had no clue to that ball. What a delivery.
Absolutely, Akibhai. And Richie is trying to contain these guys, not letting them move an inch.
What a fielding unit this is, Sohail. Rise and Raise, a fantastic unit. The owners have done well to pick up a good side, and the players have delivered. I mean, ideally, this is exactly what you would want from your players, who try and give 100% towards the team. Look at that fielding.
Lovely fielding. Good display of teamwork. Anas, laser focus, Akibhai.
It's just going to be a single. So both these teams are so very well balanced, in all the three departments. Where the bowlings are concerned, their batting as well as their fielding. They've got some big hitting batsmen. They've got people who can take a lot of singles very easily, and some champion bowlers. So we are going to witness a good match. No matter what the result, in whose favor,
yes, absolutely.
the match is going to be interesting, Sohail.
Absolutely, Akibhai. That's a big hit.
He just rocked back and hit it. I think he was aiming for the Super 8, the B Kandari Super 8.
Board.
And there he goes.
The charm doesn't work twice, Akibhai. That's a big wicket. Curtains down for Sandeep.
But Sohail, you need to play aggressive the way I still like the way what Deepal was trying to do. He was just trying to go for the boundary. And that is exactly the kind of intent that you would want to see from your batsmen. There is just about 48 balls for you to face. And you need, in a match like this, you need as many runs as possible on the board.
Absolutely, Akibhai. And I might be a bit presumptuous when I say this, but I think Rise and Raise, all monsters have done their homework very well. And Sandeep and all these players have been briefed to go into overdrive mode as soon as possible, to mount up those, big total.
Yeah, look, one of the two. Every time, the kind of format that we are in, we are playing, one of the two batsmen always need to attack if you want a good total on the board. I mean, the two batsmen out there need to decide between the two of themselves, between the two, who between the two is going to go and attack. So,
especially when you are playing against a team like Rise and Raise. And what astonishes me is that a few days back, Rise and Raise was the only team in the tournament who had 3 more matches to play. Everyone else had finished it. And these 3 matches have, proved to the audiences as well as everyone around here the actual caliber of a team like Rise and Raise. There's Bhavik, there's Anas, there is Suraj, then Shehbaz, then you've got Kalpesh. So I have been watching them so closely. Within 3 matches, I know like most of the individuals and their names. So that is the kind of impression that they've casted.
Oh yes, they are superstars in their own right. They've made a niche for themselves. They've made a name for themselves. They are fantastic players. And Suraj has been phenomenal for his team. I was so impressed with Sagar, who played for Shreem Spartans. I think they've been a fantastic side as well. It's unfortunate that they lost today. But, you win some, you lose some. But I'm sure they've left an impression on everyone watching them. and we look forward to having Shreem Spartans in season 2.
Absolutely, Akibhai. Absolutely. Sheem Spartans have proven themselves to be a formidable side. Aggressive fielding, uh, good homework done by them, sensible cricket. So, and then you've got stars like you mentioned, you've got stars like Sagar, who is the team captain. Then you've got this gentleman called MS. It's a star lineup for those guys, good performers in Shreem Spartans.
So this is a good fielding unit that you're witnessing right now. Very good fielding unit.
Absolutely, Akibai.
And I like one thing about the captain as well, Shahbaz, if I'm correct.
Shahbaz, yes, absolutely.
Very, very always cheering his team.
Yes.
And even if you look at their dugout or their support that you see, they always have a lot of support. Always people cheering them out. So it's a fantastic sight for all of us sitting here watching the game. All that noise that we get to witness.
And they gave quite a run for their money to a team or a side like Mumbai Monarchs in the very first match. That says a lot about the metal and the mental stability which these teams, which Rise and Raise plays with, because when you are facing a team or a side which has lost only one match in the entire tournament, there's some amount of mental stress and psyche which you play with, and these guys again prove their mettle against a team like Mumbai Monarch. So it says a lot about them.
Well, did you happen to see that side? You saw Junaid Shari walking out with a couple of bottles of water for his players, giving some piece of advice to to his two batsmen out there. It's nice to see team owners being so involved. Always. To have a problem, we're just going to see what is happening out there. So a slight issue with the ball, and the ball has been replaced.
Some altercations, which is bound to happen when you reach this level of the game. Every run matters, every ball matters, the way you play the match matters. So, my sincere apologies to all the audiences and fans watching back at home. My sincere apologies for this inconvenience caused. So things have been clarified and we are back at business, back to business, ladies and gentlemen. Rise and Raise, good cheering side. Deepu waits and takes that shot. Nothing exciting about it. Successfully completes one run. Like I've mentioned in the first match and many a times previously, Deepal and Deepu, two of the most deadliest weapons in the arsenal of monsters, seasonal players. Buckling under pressure is something they are probably not aware of, but nonetheless, pressure affects the best of us. Look at that amazing piece of fielding and good communication between Deepal and Deepu. Had they gone for that run, it would have been curtains down for any one of them. Well left, it's a wide ball. Misfielding. That would have been a wicket. Bhavik. Some unexpected moves by Bhavik. That could have been an out. Sensible cricket by Deepal. That is what these guys do. They are marvelous in these single run taking techniques. It's the end of the fourth over and the start of the double trouble over, sponsored by Natraj Hospitality Bar and Grill. Every run taken double, every wicket taken, the double trouble over, also known as, or I have nicknamed it as the double-edged sword. Swing both sides, depends which side are you on. So captain quite confident, and so is the in terms of Bhavik's performance, and that shows and displays. Bhavik comes in to bowl the all-important fifth over. the double trouble over. All important double trouble over, the 5th over. And ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be match changing over. It might turn the tides in the favor of all monsters or in the favor of Rise and Raise. Repositioning, re-strategizing. Deepu checks out his environment. Dot ball by Bhavik. The arena erupts, cheering Bhavik. Let's see how can he do or fare on the second ball. 1 run, which will be counted as 2 runs. Deepu on non-strikers end, Deepal on strikers end. Lovely catch by Suraj. That is the kind of commitment that we are talking about. A team like Rise and Raise, and that all important wicket of Deepal goes. Curtains down for Deepal. Curtains down for Deepal. That was an amazing catch by Suraj. A good catch by Suraj. A player who's proven to be a tough nut to crack goes out in style. Amazing catch by Suraj. Devansh now on strike. -5 already incurred by all monsters. Let's see if there is a kind of a strategy wherein Deepu hits that boundary, or Deepu makes that big hit of a 6 and materializes it into 12 runs. Good fielding and sensible cricket being played by Devansh and Deepu. They're going in for those singles. Playing it safe. Good ball, dot ball by Bhavik. No stress here. Another run taken successfully. And we come to an end of the double trouble over. What an over it has been. An amazing display of fielding by Suraj. Complete commitment here. He dived with both hands outstretched and took that all important wicket of Deepal. That shows that these guys were very much aware of the importance of that wicket, and more than 100% commitment by Suraj in taking that wicket. Shahbaz proving to be that, all supporting, all understanding kind of a captain. Devansh on strike. It's the beginning of the 6th over. Good fielding. A little slow. Had that ball reached the bowlers and a little faster, it would have been a wicket. No rise and raise at this penultimate juncture of the match. They cannot afford such fumbling and not expected from a recently proven strong side like Rise and Raise. Deepu laser focused. He must have been briefed about something and he knows exactly what his job is. That's what these guys do. Deepu, Deepal, Sandeep, Devansh going in for those singles. Good fielding, but a much better running between the wickets by Devansh and Deepu. And Deepu has proved himself n number of times in the past. The way he can run between those wickets. That is his forte. That is his speciality. And it, or rather Deepu, is a big weight for Rise and Raise. And is proving to be a tough nut to crack. Good try by Richie. Always concentrating. And the entire team's concentration is to take this wicket. Devansh, yes, but more importantly, Deepu. And what I don't know if the cameras would show you this right now, because I am not in direct coordination with whatever they show, but 70% of the team of Mumbai Monarchs have stayed back since they are in the finals now. Like a leopard watching its prey, they sit back in the stands and watch this game unfold. Reading lines, reading players, that is quite important. That also shows how committed Mumbai Monarchs are to win that match, to win this cup. That is the kind of a fumble which is going to cost a little bit expensive for Rise and Raise. Set too early, or probably the commentator's curse. Rahul. One of the most outstanding players in Rise and Raise. Performance, yes, but he is one of those guys who looks more like an Argentinian footballer playing cricket. Good catch taken and pressure releases as that all important wicket of Deepu goes out. Curtains down for Deepu. Deepu returns to pavilion. We have Dharmesh who's come into bat fresh. He does not have that privilege of trying to set in, get warmed up. Either you need to go in for those big hits to make a formidable total, or go in for those singles. White ball given. That ball before this. 1 run successfully taken. Devansh comes on strike. Devansh comes on strike. One run successfully completed. One run successfully completed. All monsters. Dharmesh and Dharmesh and Devansh. A little hop, skip and jump. And that's a wicket. Rise and raise. Rising and raising on that wave of confidence. A young bunch. Confident, energetic, enthusiastic, focused. And I'm short of words, or probably I'm not getting it. And sensibly cricket playing team. Yes, they do fumble here and there. Who does not under pressure? But all monsters are a formidable side. I said it too early. Commentators curse again. Bhavik proves to be that effective and consistent wicket-keeper and player. Stumps it and takes that wicket. All monsters players are falling down like a pack of cards. It's 42 for 5. 3 more balls to go for the last over and to end this inning. Like I said, like a pack of cards. Was it that the ball was too good, or is it that the pressure got the best or the better of the players of all monsters? Because all monsters, their caliber is much better than what has been showcased tonight. Although the team does not agree, but it's a white ball given by the umpire. "42 for 6. 2 balls remaining of the last over and the inning. Lovely fielding. Ball stopped, and there's going to be a is this going to be a wicket or a not? It's a good appeal. Good appeal or a generic appeal by Rise and Raise. It depends on the umpire to take the decision. He, for all sensible reasons, would go in for that review. Tensions high in the air as everyone is eyeballing that LED screen, which is showing that all important replay. One of those kind of moments for 7 wickets. Rise and Rays now has a target of 46 runs to be made out of 48 legal deliveries, which also includes the double over. So definitely there is good amount of scope for a team like Rise and Rays to win this match, considering all the permutation and combinations that they have. Bhavik was the one who had bowled the double trouble over, the all important fifth over, and now he's the one who comes down to bat first at the striker's end. So Bhavik and Dishank been given that responsibility to make the maximum runs in the first 4 overs, which is the all important over. And then you have the double trouble over sponsored by Nataraj Hospitality Bar and Grill. A little bit of fumble there. A little bit of a fumble there. And that could have been a wicket. So now similar to Deepu and Deepal, Bhavik and Dishang are the important wickets. Which all monsters want at any cost. Another fumble materializes into 1 run and Bhavik gets the strike again. Dishank on strike. Strategically positioned fielders of all monsters. They have to defend that total score. It is a make it or break it tonight for either of these teams. Lovely piece of fielding, but unfortunately for all monsters, Bhavik successfully completes that run. So it's 10 runs for no loss. Third ball of the second over. Dead ball, dead ball given by the umpire. Apologies for the slight interruption. Bhavik proving that tough nut to crack for all monsters. Good sweep. Completes 1 run successfully. Good fielding by all monsters. Defending those boundaries or big hits, catches and good fielding is what they have left with them, all monsters, and they are very much capable and a formidable side and are very much capable of winning this match. अरे इधर बैठो ना बटे. Good fielding by Out Monsters. Had these guys gone for that one run, Bhavik and Dishank, it would have been curtains down for any one of them. But good communication between both saves them that wicket. So by the end of the second over, it's 13 runs for no wickets. Singles been taken between Dishank and Bhavik. Deepal comes in to bowl this over. These guys are hell bent on taking that wicket. Takes that gap and takes that shot. Successfully completes another run. Bhavik comes on strike. They have 42 runs to make. And this is the third ball. Second ball of the third over. Very much possible for a team of Rise and Razors caliber. But the best part is that all monsters are very much capable as a side to defend their total. A little bit of confusion there. That was quite a slow collection and passing of the ball, or else it would have been curtains down for this all important wicket of Bhavik. All monsters strategizing and rethinking about how best they can turn this match. Bhavik and Dishank proving to be a tough nut to crack, and also an important wicket to be taken from All Monsters side. They're already at 18 runs at the beginning of the fourth over. Deepu comes in to bowl this over. Let's see if Deepu can do wonders with his bowling and take any one of these important wickets. Ah, there these guys go. Look how jubilant they were. Oh, they are. They have taken that all important wicket of Bhavik. That all important wicket of Bhavik. But this match seems to be surrounded by some or the other kind of a objection or controversy. So for obvious reasons, Rise and Race claims that Bhavik is not out, and All Monsters claim that he is. Let's see what this altercation is all about and what is the final decision. I suppose clarification's done. All-rounder. Who comes in to bat. So let's see what this pair of Dishank and Suraj can do, and can they take Rise and Race to the win for them to meet a very formidable team in the form of Mumbai Monarchs. Good over it has been for All Monsters as they've taken that all important wicket of Bhavik. Some amount of confusion there. Lightning quick passing of ball. And another important wicket of Dishank goes. All Monsters looking quite confident, restricting those runs. And look at the lineup. As if Dishank was not a tough nut enough to crack. In comes Anas. So the deadly duo combination of Anas and Suraj are going to bat after Dishang and Bhaving. Two deadly weapons in the arsenal of Rise and Raise, Anas and Suraj. That confusion which has taken a lot of wickets tonight. That confusion which leads to a team winning or losing a match. Anas and Suraj needs to communicate between themselves if they want to win this match. And for all monsters, this confusion should prevail so that they can take more wickets. Shehbaz, the captain, Mr. Cool, comes in to give a few words of advice to Suraj and Anas. It's the commencement of the all-important double trouble over sponsored by Natraj Hospitality Bar and Grill. Every run taken is double. Every wicket taken is -5. I have nicknamed it as the double-edged sword. Swings both ways, depends which side are you on. Anas on strike. And if I'm not wrong, it's Sandeep who comes to bowl in this important double trouble over. Straight drive. One run successfully run. (21 for 2). Need another 23 runs. And they've got the 5th over, the 6th over, the 7th over, the 8th over to make those additional 23 runs. 22 runs, sorry. Good straight drive towards the boundary. Give them enough time to run between those wickets. Suraj comes on strike. Tremendous amount of pressure being created. Yet another straight drive. Suraj performing well under that pressure. Oh man, these guys are rising and raising like no one's business. 2 runs successfully completed. That gives them 4 runs. Suraj and Anas. I don't want to put a commentator's curse on them, but Suraj and Anas putting that pitch on fire. Good ball by Sandeep. He has to contain these guys. Suraj managed to discover that gap in the fielders. They go in for 1 run. Makes them 2. Arguing amongst everyone, amongst the team members, in the presence of audience and other people watching back at home. Not setting a good example, but pressure. It gets to the best of us. Ah. The side of Mumbai Monster erupts as they claim to take that all-important wicket of Suraj. But Suraj still protests, claiming that he is not out. Umpire's decision is final, and that's yet another important wicket of Suraj, which goes out. Curtains down for him as he walks back to the pavilion. Anas remains and comes in. Player number 5, Crazy. It's a good shot by this player called Crazy. Crazy on the striker's end. Misfield. Successfully 1 run taken. Second ball of the 6th over to be bowled now. Anas on strike. Comes on the front foot. Hits that shot. 23 runs at the loss of 2 wickets. That's what I have been emphasizing on. Good communication required between both the batsmen on the crease. Anas started a bit too soon without consulting Crazy, and something crazy happened. Another curtains down on another important wicket of Anas. Now the responsibility of making a total which will ultimately make Rise and Rays win this match rides squarely on the shoulders of Crazy. That is not required. We've warned these players in the past. These antics with these bats. Like I mentioned, a very important match is make or break for any of those teams, and it shows how passionate they are. Every little point which they are uncomfortable about has been raised, and which is good. There need not be any discontent amongst any teams. If you have a doubt, you need to raise it, and it is the responsibility of the officials to clear it, because as the United Cricket Bash, we believe in fair play. Good fielding by Kalpesh. Shobhit and Crazy. Shobhit on the strike. Sweep. And sensible running between the wickets. Rise and Rays regrouping and re-strategizing with a sip of cold water. A big thank you to Amit Mehta for being our water sponsor of this refreshing and life-saving liquid. We all collectively thank you for such a fabulous item that you've sponsored. Something very vital and important. We get back to the match. A little bit of a confusion there. But like I've mentioned n number of times earlier, if you want to have that, successful running between the wickets, you need to communicate. That's a boundary hit. And an amazingly good attempt to take that catch one-handedly. But like Akibhai and Karan, these stalwarts of cricket have always mentioned that you need to have your basics right first. He should have collected that ball and tried with both hands and not single hand, and it would definitely would have been curtains down for Shobit. 42, 40, 43 is what they need. They're already at 34. Shobit back on strike. Not required, not required. These kind of shots by Raise and Rise at this juncture of the event, at this juncture of the match. And for obvious reasons, looking quite disappointed. Crazy returns back to the pavilion. In comes one of the most visually appealing players of Rise and Raise, Rahul. Looks like an Argentinian footballer, but plays cricket equally well. Let's see what these two guys can do in the balance remaining overs. Anas walks in to give a few words of wisdom and advice to Rahul. Misfielded, that would have been a catch. Good run in between the wickets. "35 for 5. Five more runs. 6 to 7 more runs needed for these guys to win this match. Let's see if they can win or all monsters. No, no, no. This kind of a fielding, this kind of a dropping of the ball, not required by all monsters at this extremely crucial juncture, and not for obvious reasons. For obvious reasons, by caliber, a player of that caliber. Is it the comedies of error, or is it that luck is favoring the side of Rise and Raise? Last over. 6 legal deliveries. Six legal deliveries. 8 runs required. Power play overtaken. Last over. I repeat. 8 runs required from 6 illegal deliveries. A big hit here and there will definitely turn the tide and make Rise and Race an even more confident. But all monsters are not going to give in so easily. Re-strategizing. Dead ball given by the umpire. This match is going to go down to the wire. Rahul on the striker's end. Let's see if it's another sensible single or they try and go in for the big hit. Good dot ball by this bowler. Pressure. Making their way equally on both the sides. Straight drive. A little bit of display of aggression, but that is what the sport is all about. Raising and rising, ladies and gentlemen, all the way. They run. Two runs successfully between the wickets. Last 2 balls remaining. Last 2 legal deliveries of the last over. Shobit on strike. Lot rides on his shoulder. White ball. Something not required. Definitely at this stage. So we yet have 44 5. Last 2 balls remaining of this over. Last 2 balls remaining of this over. 44 for 5. "47 runs required. 1 run required. 1 ball, 1 run. This is what is this. This is what this game is all about, ladies and gentlemen. 1 run, 1 ball. Tremendous amount of pressure on both the sides. The bowler and the batting side. Rise and Rays have risen. They have won this match and now they sail into the finals.